On this edition of City Focus, the mayor discusses the strategic summit. We invite citizens to sign up for Valdosta Citizens Police Academy. The Utilities Department is planning a fun event to teach citizens about the importance of water. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Welcome to City Focus. I'm Marcus McConico, the media coordinator for the City of Valdosta. This is the 5th episode of City Focus in 2022. City Focus is your source for what's happening within your government. Here are the most important topics that are happening in the city. Recently, the mayor and city council held their annual summit to discuss the future of Valdosta. This year included the discussion of how the city was going to spend American Rescue Plan Act money.
We spent 4 hours on discussion of the best way to do legacy projects, not just hand out money, but do legacy projects with that ARPA money and do the most good in a community that has so many needs. And listen, here's why it went so well. It went so well because we knew about it for so long, because they got to talk to people and ask and think about the intentional ways to utilize that money.
Small businesses that were harmed during COVID is one group that will receive help.
First thing we wanted to do was small business assistance. We took $1 million. We're going to park it with a committee that's going to be headed up by Christy Moore, our chamber director. She's going to get Dwayne Johnson and some others from the community and be very intentional about accepting applications on people that have need, businesses that suffered during the pandemic. And how did they suffer?
Nonprofits is another sector that will be able to apply for funding.
We did the same in the charitable world. We took just under $1 million and did the same thing. We said, Michael Smith, will you get a committee, go inside the scope of the United Way and outside the scope of the United Way and do the exact same process? And he's a superstar. He came through with a sheet, a criteria sheet that does the exact same thing for those in need, and we'll let those two parties start on that.
$3 million will go to affordable housing in the city.
We took $3.3 million, and this is where it gets intentional, and we're going to do a housing project of about 180 units of affordable housing, and this is where it gets better. We're going to park some of it for the land purchase, but we're going to park the rest of it that gets paid back to the city of Valdosta in moderate rent, and then that allows us at the end of that to go and do another project and another project and another project. We're going to run it through our housing authority, and Mark Stalvey, he couldn't be more excited that we voted on that one. The council was unanimous on that project as well.
A project supported by the mayor would bring a passenger train to Savannah Avenue, hoping to spur development in the southern portion of downtown.
A revitalization project south of town on Savannah Avenue. The council fully seated bringing a light passenger rail train project into our downtown. That's the vehicle. The actual intention is to revitalize that stretch of Savannah and start walking our way south. And it's been the council's goal for a handful of years now, about 5 years, to take on that corridor over on each side of the overpass and then all the way down to the Madison Highway.
And the city is funding Valdosta On Demand for several years.
So many citizens are utilizing it for work. I believe that was the largest percentage, at almost 50% of every single ride was for job. So we agreed to seed that. Again, we have a portion of that. 5307 grant funding covers 70%. We're on the hook for 30%. So that 30% number is right at just around $400,000. So we agreed to seed that for almost 10 years to guarantee transit for the city and citizens of Valdosta.
These funds will help provide for many in need in our city.
A change is coming to collecting recycling in the city of Valdosta. Glass products must now be separated from other recycling material.
The reason we're going to glass only is because the plant that takes our commingled material no longer can handle the glass material in their process, their sorting process.
The city's drop-off sites will have containers for just glass products. All other material can remain together. Since the creation of the drop sites, the city has seen a small increase in recyclables collected by the city.
So what we've asked everyone is that we've got these containers here to separate the glass from all the rest of the material. Everything else can be commingled. That'll be fine. Now, we do have trailers set up over here for cardboard only, and now we've got the containers for glass only.
For information on where to find recycling drop-off sites, please visit the City of Valdosta's website. As students gear up to go on spring break, the Valdosta Police Department has some tips on how to keep everyone safe during their vacation.
If you're leaving your home and you're going out of town on vacation, we ask that you look out, have your neighbors look out for your residents. Make sure you're communicating with them that they know you're out of town. So if they see anything suspicious, they can call 911. You can also call us and tell us that you'd like an extra patrol of your residents done, and our officers will try to ride by there throughout their shifts.
Drivers should be extra cautious when on the road to prevent accidents from happening.
Be very careful. Make sure that you've had plenty of rest. Don't drive when you're sleepy. Don't drive when the weather's bad. Make sure your windshield wipers are working. Make sure that your tires are in good shape. Make sure you walk around your vehicle. Do a check on it to make sure all your lights are working, your brake lights, your headlights, etc. And make sure that all your tires look good.
The Valdosta Police Department wants to make sure all students have a safe and fun spring break.
The Turner Center for the Arts is preparing for one of its largest events of the year, Spring in the Art.
We're so proud to host this event. It is the largest art exhibition in our region for novices and professionals. It's a great way to come out and just really celebrate our community. We have live entertainment, a violinist, a pianist. We'll have a beautiful area outside where the waterfalls are. Inside the galleries, we have Covington's catering the food and some beer and wine beverages, and just a really great time of celebrating the different art that is entered.
The entire center will be filled with original art pieces that anyone can purchase.
The Spring into Art exhibition is really so exciting, because if you can just imagine 400 to 500 unique original pieces of art adorning every gallery that we have at the Turner Center, it really is fabulous. And everything that you see on the wall is for sale.
All art lovers are encouraged to purchase tickets to the opening of the galleries. Tickets can be purchased at the Art Center or through the Turner Center website.
So tickets are $45 if you would like to attend the gala, which is on April 11th. It is from 6 to 9 p.m. I promise you it is an event that you don't want to miss. However, if you cannot come to the gala, the following 8 weeks will be free admission into the gallery. So you can come and you can enjoy every bit of the art that's on the gallery walls.
For more information, contact the Turner Center for the Arts.
The City of Valdosta, in partnership with the Annette Howell Turner Center for the Arts, are proud to announce that the 14th Annual Valdosta People's Choice Photo Contest is open for submissions.
We're so lucky to have a very strong city and county community, and so this is a really great opportunity for citizens to celebrate where they live. The really neat thing is to see the pictures that capture things that we either do not even know exist in our community, like those back road places that are beautiful and fabulous, but also the places that we drive by every day and don't even recognize their beauty.
This year's categories include City Life, Country Living, and People's Choice for Adult and Youth.
The beautiful part of this competition or this contest is that you don't have to be a photographer or professional to enter this. You can take it with your cell phone. Any camera will do. The main thing is that you're capturing something in our community that's worth celebrating, which it's everything really. People, places, events, all those things that make our life wonderful here in the community. And then the city captures that onto a canvas, and then we're able to celebrate it for 6 weeks in our galleries.
The deadline to enter the contest is May 20th, and the opening reception will be held on June 13th, from 5 to 7 p.m., which will kick off voting that will run through July 13th. Winners will be announced at the awards reception on July 18th.
Recently, Carlton Richard was sworn in as the newest Valdosta City Marshal. He takes the job after working for years in corrections.
I worked in corrections for the last 12 years. I worked in 2 different states, 4 different agencies, and I just wanted to change the pace. I really wanted to keep with the community aspect of the job, but I didn't want to necessarily be behind the walls, so to speak. So it's good to be out in the community and just getting the fresh air.
He's looking forward to working with citizens to keep the city clean.
My biggest goal personally is education. I love to be informed, and I also love to inform the citizens. And that's the second part of that big picture, is to make sure that the citizens are informed and make sure I'm doing my job properly.
Current city marshals are passing along all their knowledge to their newest co-worker.
The marshals that they have here are very knowledgeable. Everybody's been helpful in pointing me in the right direction, showing me how to look up the different codes and statutes we have to use to enforce the ordinances in the city.
For more information on the city marshals, contact the Neighborhood Development Division.
Every day that I come in, I know that the people that I work with are willing to do exactly for me what I would do for them. Other occupations, they have co-workers, we have partners, and that's for a reason.
Throughout my career, I've seen this department grow immensely over the years through training, personnel, equipment, and the volume of our calls. Our department now responds to more than 73,000 calls for service each year. Our department offers so many different paths for an officer to take as they navigate through their career at the Valdosta Police Department. We equip our officers with the best training, the best gear, and all the support they need to be successful.
I chose this department because my husband will be retiring here from the military, and so it just gave me an opportunity to start my career, and pay rate is higher than other departments. Benefits, the equipment that they provide, duty belt, vehicles, training throughout the year, it's great.
The reason I chose Valdosta Police Department is I was already in the area from working with the Air Force at Moody Air Force Base. After my enlistment was up, I got in contact with our IA lieutenant. She dropped the bug in my ear, said she'd think I'd be a good cop. And it just stuck with me. So I came and applied. They said they'd be happy to have me. I said I'd be happy to work for you.
Valdosta dispatch to 7139 and all available units. We have an active shooter situation at 206 39th Avenue. We have a barricaded subject with possible hostages.
As an accredited law enforcement agency, the Valdosta Police Department is always operating at the highest level of national law enforcement standards. We are always advancing and improving our capabilities.
One of the things that took me by surprise was the training I received at the Academy on mental health people. It's something that we don't think about, but we encounter on a daily. And I feel like the training we receive really prepared me. The best part about working as a police officer would be making an impact in people's lives. Helping victims get out of situations, providing them with resources available to them.
A lot of people say they have families in the workplace. A lot of people try to posture themselves as a family. To me, a family is doing whatever's necessary, whatever cause, for whomever, that you call that family member. Being an officer is the closest thing to having an outside family as I can find. There's a moment that typically happens that lets me know I've done my job well, and that's when I arrest somebody, put them in the back of my police car, and then on the way to the jail, they thank me. They know that they've done wrong, and they respect the job that you've done. That typically is what makes me proud.
At the Valdosta Police Department, we will put our officers up against any in the country. We have great community involvement. Our officers are in the community every day, building great relationships, great partnerships to work together to keep this community safe.
We take community policing to the next level. Our officers are constantly out in the community, whether it be crime prevention efforts, community events, or neighborhood walks aimed at meeting the residents of Valdosta.
There are many opportunities within the department to move around, meaning you do not have to stay as a patrolman. You can always move up.
There's so much experience that you'll get in your first few years here that will set you up for the other departments that we have in the PD, be it K-9 detective, narcotics detective, our power squad unit. That foundation is going to be built so early on because we have amazing supervisors from top to bottom. We make it our business to mold good cops because that's who's going to be watching our backs.
As we continue to see growth in our community and our region, the Valdosta Police Department continues to prepare and evolve into a regional response law enforcement agency.
We're so fortunate to live in a community that respects and takes pride in the work of our officers each day. We're proud to serve in the Valdosta community.
I'm so proud of the work that our officers do each and every day to put the Valdosta Police Department on the map. This department is truly second to none.
The City of Valdosta hosted a public safety job fair with various agencies to search for potential employees.
We're having a local public safety job fair, hoping that we can find some people in our community that want to come out and either work for the police department, the fire department, EMS, Department of Community Supervision, just to get people out to see that we are hiring and get people involved in the community.
So the purpose of the day is to have representatives from the public safety agencies here to talk to potential applicants, inform them about the jobs and the benefits they would have that comes along with a job.
Both Valdosta fire and police departments are actively looking for recruits. So if you're interested, please apply as soon as possible.
We're looking for as many as we can get. Right now, we are looking for as many people that would like to apply. We are definitely hiring, and we'll be hiring for a while right now.
For those who missed the job fair and would like to apply, go to the city's website and click under the Job Openings tab to search for various positions. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and to honor the cause, the Child Advocacy Center of Lowndes County have planted pinwheels around City Hall. The pinwheels represent child abuse cases in Lowndes County. If you suspect a child is being abused, please contact the Child Advocacy Center of Lowndes County and alert the proper authorities to the abuse.
The Valdosta Fire Department participated in a live structure training burn. The burn included veteran members of the department and rookies just beginning.
We do live fire training at least 4 times a year. The one we're doing today with an acquired structure, unfortunately, is only when we are able to receive a structure to train on that meets the requirements through EPA, and that we can make it safe enough to train in.
The department wants their new members to experience a fire in a controlled environment before everything gets real.
The foundation of our training here at City of Valdosta, we take new hires and we put them through a recruit school, and so it's a crawl, walk, run, and they learn the proper way to be safe, how to read fires. They learn about fire dynamics and proper fire stream application, so that builds their confidence in what looks really scary to citizens when they see a residential fire. We've built the confidence in our employees so that they don't have that fear that citizens may see.
The burn was in conjunction with the Neighborhood Development Division, as they will replace the home through CDBG funds. The event also takes place during National Community Development Week.
Neighborhood development needing to get rid of a house that's blighted. Us working together is a great partnership because they have the homes that we're able to look at and see if we're able to train in them. And when we're able to train in them, we actually assist them in the demolition piece of it, and we're able to get the realistic training that comes along with acquired structure burns.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department.
On May 7th, the City of Valdosta, in partnership with the Georgia Section American Water Works Association, is hosting No Water, No Beer Festival at Georgia Beer Company from 12 to 4 p.m.
Yeah, this is more or less Drinking Water Week, so we're celebrating drinking water and recognizing the importance of clean drinking water. one good thing with this festival, it's a fundraiser mainly. Number one, we're raising funds for the organization Water for People.
The festival serves as a fundraiser for the nonprofit organization Water for People.
What they do is they go around in locations and places that are underserved with water, whether it be water or sewer, sanitation. They'll go out and provide the resources needed for that and to bring those communities up to speed.
Tickets for the festival can be bought through Eventbrite for $20.
If you want to join us for the festival, you can go through Eventbrite, order tickets online through them. Tickets up until April 23rd are $20 a piece. And with that $20, you get 2 free beers plus a t-shirt and a swag bag. So then after from April 24th to the event day, prices go up $25 a ticket. So
the festival marks the end of National Drinking Water Week and is a great way to bring awareness to the community about the need for clean water.
Early in the show, we talked about the Strategic Summit and discussed some major projects coming to Valdosta. We asked citizens to become more engaged so they have more input with their local government. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our website, valdostacity.com. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta, City Without Limits. Also join Nextdoor for city updates. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at City of Valdosta, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to watch City Focus on demand. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on City Focus.